Welcome back to another episode of the Basement Bros Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Ethan.
And I'm your host, Elijah.
And we are back for another episode of the Basement Bros Sports Podcast. Man, we got a great show in. We got a very special guest. First time to the show. I'd like to introduce our guy, Mike. What's going on, man?
What's going on, y'all? I appreciate y'all having me, man. This is tough. Keep doing what y'all doing. Let's get it popping.
Appreciate it. As you know, this guy is Eagles fanatic. Eagles all day. So, we got to get into it.
Yeah,
we got to get into it.
Of course.
And me being a Washington fan, it was a painful Sunday watching us get swept. And our playoff hopes just going down the drain as they clinched the playoff berth. They're currently the 7th seed, and it doesn't matter if they win or lose, they're going to go to the playoffs. So go ahead. Man, go ahead, take the floor, man. Just go ahead and say what you got to say.
I recall someone in this room saying that if Jalen Hurts played, they had a better chance of winning. Jalen Hurts played. So, listen, we did what we had to do. I didn't expect us to win. I remember at the beginning of the year, Swaty was like, will y'all win 7 games? And I couldn't confidently tell them that we would win 7 games. I didn't even expect us to win 7 games. And for us to win 9 games, they got to give Jalen Hurts another year. They have to.
Okay.
Even though y'all take them out at the end of the game by y'all loosening up the side so our fans will fall on him. Y'all not slick.
Okay.
But
y'all not slick.
No. Let him keep going. I want him to keep going.
I'm just saying. That's really all I gotta say. Fly Eagles fly. We'll see him next. We'll see whoever want to see us next week, and we'll see how it go, man. That run game.
Okay. Can I take the floor now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I just want you to know, congratulations. First off,
thank you.
No hate whatsoever. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. You beat up on a second and third strings for the Washington football team. We're basically top 5 in the league when it comes to injuries. So we lost Chase Young. Was Montez Sweat playing? Please correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Montez Sweat? No, he wasn't playing.
Oh yeah. You're a Washington fan.
I'm a Washington fan as well. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
God.
No. I mean, we're trash.
Go ahead.
We had a very bad year. We underperformed. It was a very underwhelming year. Nobody will say that it wasn't. Our stadium's trash, and that's exactly why the fans fell. It's everything that's wrong with Washington is literally everything's wrong with Washington. We're bad.
But the thing about Washington though is honestly, we have the potential to be good. Like, considering last year, we went 7-9, made the playoffs, albeit it was in a shitty division. We went through a lot of injuries, and we still came out that division. We went on a 4-game win streak. I literally want to remind you that. Play your fake violin if you want to, but we went on a 4-game win streak. We were 6. I want to remind you, we were 6-6, second in the division, holding that 7th spot. Injuries happen, bro. I mean, that's all I can really say.
I mean,
injuries
listen. You can blame injuries. We can blame injuries, but y'all came into the season with one of the most anticipated defenses in the league, they didn't play They didn't play to their standard
in the beginning. Let's finish that. In the beginning, they didn't play to those standards. Then what happened over the past month? We did pretty okay, and then shit just happened, bro.
The only impressive win on your schedule
was
for
the Buccaneers.
Me was the Bucs win.
The Panthers wasn't impressive.
All right, here's
the
my
Panthers
thing.
wasn't impressive.
You said Cam?
The Panthers was not impressive.
Hell no, they suck. The Panthers suck.
It's cool. All right.
Look, I'm not gonna apologize for Washington because we had injuries, but every team has injuries.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give this team excuses because we underperformed. The defense.
No excuses. No excuses.
No, the defense didn't show up, and even though Chase Young got injured, let's not act like he was playing at a all-star Pro Bowl level. He was playing. He wasn't playing like the guy we were putting him on the pedestal to be.
And last year, when y'all went to the playoffs, we were top 5 in injuries too. So I mean, it happens.
It happens. I mean, we aren't the team that we all thought we were going to be. So maybe we turn things around next year, but there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. A lot of things that need to
What
turn
questions? What questions need to be answered other than the fact that we just need a competent quarterback? Washington hasn't had a competent quarterback for how many years now? Like, that's really good.
I mean, our quarterback is a problem, but we have to answer. There's questions on our defense. Why was our defense top 5 last year and now it's bottom 5? Why is that?
Mike, you're looking at personnel. You're looking at personnel,
coaching,
and you're
bro.
not looking at performance.
Coaching? Wait.
You're looking at personnel.
That's also coaching
and
too,
you're not
bro.
looking at performance,
It's
bro.
It's everything.
The players on your team underperformed. Chase Young was underperforming prior to him getting hurt.
Okay.
Your defensive line was supposed to be dominant. Your defensive line was supposed to be one of the best in the league, and y'all underperformed.
Well, no, our defensive line was still the best part of our team.
It's the best part of your team, but they underperformed. At the beginning
our
of the
defensive
season,
line played pretty well this season.
At the beginning of the season,
they actually did.
They defensive line. I mean, the defensive line at the beginning of the season. The first 5 games,
but they definitely. I will say they turned it around. Jonathan Allen had a great year. Jonathan Allen was by far the best player on our team.
He's Pro Bowler. Yeah. He's a Pro Bowler. But I'm saying those beginning games are y'all aren't super far behind us. Y'all lost games y'all could have won early in the season, and that y'all would be in a better position if your defense played to the standard.
I agree. Our defense. That's why I said
I disagree.
Yeah, go
I disagree.
ahead.
It's QB play. It is QB play. That is the reason why we lost some stupid ass games this year. Taylor Heineke is trash. He is trash. No,
hey, don't come for. Hey, this is a show that we're fans of TH4 here at the Baseball Bros podcast.
TH4, Swaty's a TH4. I've been saying TH4 is not the answer. No, so don't. When he speaks for himself, he speaks for himself.
The thing about it is, this is my thing. Washington fans, we got so caught up in the Buccaneers game from last year. We're like, yo, he has a lot of potential. And this is my thing. During that 4-game win streak, the game plan was to rely on the run game and rely on the defense.
Right.
Why is it that each game, literally anything could happen, anything could change? Sometimes it may be a shootout. Sometimes you rely on your defense. Why is it that every single game we have to rely on the run game and rely on the defense? Eventually, defenses are going to just stack the box and just be like, you know what? F this. We're going to make Taylor Heineke beat us because we know their run game is good. We became one-dimensional. That's literally what happened, and that's why we went on that 3-game losing streak. It's QB play. We're not capable to go down 24-0 or 15-0 and then come back. We're capable of just sustaining leads. That is why we're on that 3-game losing streak, and that is why the Eagles beat us, bro. Y'all had a good game plan for us. We didn't have good QB play, so congratulations.
Sadly, we're on a 4-game losing streak.
Taylor Heineke went 9 for 9 in the first.
He's trying to.
He got 180 yards in the first quarter.
That is one game. That's one game where he had a really good half. You're not looking at the second half where he literally did nothing.
Oh, that's fair. I'm just saying.
He literally did nothing until the last drive, and he capped off the last drive with an interception.
With the pick. But to be fair, the receiver fell. He could have been in position.
I don't think that pass was a good pass.
That pass could have been a touchdown. He slipped and fell. If he was standing straight up and extended his arm, that could have been a catch. That could have been a game-winning drop. Like, just right now, y'all be talking totally different because that was a dime.
I
would still be down on the season.
I love how he's trying to compliment Heineke, but it's okay.
Yeah,
so let's.
Heineke's not that dude. He's not that dude.
He's that guy.
We're getting a new quarterback next year. I just don't know if it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't want one. I'd rather get a rookie than get one of those guys. To be honest with you.
Really? Rather than Jimmy, you
Jimmy Garoppolo's injured every single year.
You wouldn't want Derek Carr?
See? Derek Carr, like.
Derek Carr's nice.
All right,
that deep ball, that deep ball is one of a kind.
I just want a franchise guy. I mean, if Derek Carr comes in, he plays really well. I mean, he's not a franchise guy if their quarterback. If they get rid of him, he's not a franchise guy.
He's not a franchise guy, but he's somebody that
you don't think he's a franchise quarterback?
If he's a franchise quarterback and you get rid of him, he's not a franchise quarterback.
He lost his best receiver this season. He was playing pretty well at the beginning of the season. Until his whole organization went down.
All right, so who's a franchise quarterback to you?
Huh?
Who's a franchise quarterback to you Like name
Like
franchise quarterbacks.
I mean, obviously, it's the obvious ones: the Rodgers, the Brady's, the Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot.
All those guys you names win you games. Derek Carr does not always win you games.
Oh, don't do that.
Not always.
Not all, but Derek Carr can win you games. Derek Carr can win games. When their running game is not going, Derek Carr
their
can
run
win
game's
them games.
Never going.
Huh?
Their run game is never going.
Exactly.
Can you win a playoff game for Derek Carr?
And they're always like limping into the playoffs.
If they win this season, bro, look at the year that they had. They had a crazy year.
I'm not talking about this year.
But I'm saying
it's not the first time where they've had a mediocre year.
No, but I'm saying for them to be, if they beat the Chargers this weekend, they're in the playoffs. For them to be a game away from being in the, if they win or tie, they're in the playoffs this next game. For them to be a game away with their head coach got fired, their best receiver went to jail.
I'm not saying Derek Carr's not bad. I'm just saying
franchise quarterback for sure. He's a franchise.
I think he's
I don't think he's an elite quarterback, but he's a franchise quarterback. You can start. He can be the centerpiece of your team.
So wait. So you don't have to be elite to be a franchise quarterback?
I mean, no. No, I don't.
I don't know about that. I feel like you have to be elite.
Yeah, when I think about franchise, I mean, I just think when I think of franchise quarterback, I think of you're that dude.
So, I'm an Eagles fan. So was Donovan McNabb elite?
Yes. At one point he was. Yes.
At one point he was.
At one point he was. Don't even try to dog him. He was a top 5 QB.
At a point, he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Okay. I'm just asking you.
Wait. He took out of 5 NFC championships.
Yeah, that's facts.
That was. I would attribute that to coaching. The same coach who has been to the last 2 Super Bowls. I would attribute that to coaching. He finally got a great talent. He finally got a great talent at quarterback, and now he's going to Super Bowl after Super Bowl. I would attribute that to Andy.
This guy's an Eagles fan. He's an Eagles fan? Jeez. Wow.
Y'all had him. How was he with y'all?
That wasn't the same Donovan. You know he wasn't the same
quarterback too.
He wasn't the same Donovan McNabb.
He wasn't the same. Okay, no, you know what? I know why you're like this. Because y'all won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles, and you're like, damn, maybe it wasn't Donovan, it wasn't Andy Reid, it was Donovan. No, bro. Like, that's fluke.
Let's move off Donovan. I'm trying to think of other quarterbacks that I don't think you have to be. I don't think you have to be great to be considered a franchise quarterback. I think you can be a good quarterback and be a franchise. Look at Tannehill. Tannehill's a franchise quarterback. He's good. He's not. I don't think Tannehill is even anything crazy, but Tannehill can win games with his arm. They have a good running game. Like, I think he's a franchise quarterback.
Okay. All right. This is what I think they're trying to get at. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can win a Super Bowl. You don't have to win a Super Bowl with the franchise QB. I agree. But like, for example, the Ravens in 2000 when they won with Trent Dilfer. He wasn't a franchise QB. They relied on their defense and the run game. You can win a Super Bowl with a great defense, a great run game, and a game manager. Somebody that doesn't make the mistakes, somebody that will not lose you the game. But I disagree with when you you can be a franchise QB and not elite. You still have to be elite to be a franchise QB.
So do you think Carson Wentz was ever a franchise quarterback?
Yeah, I think he was.
So if you believe that Carson Wentz was second in MVP voting, and a year before that, Derek Carr was second in MVP voting. The year when he got injured, he was second in MVP voting. People were thinking he was going to be MVP. He just didn't finish the season. Derek Carr would be a franchise quarterback.
At one point, he was a franchise QB. Derek Carr is what he is now. He's not that anymore. I'm sorry, and he's still young too, but he's not. Since that season, they got a new coach. As soon as the coach came in, he traded their best defensive player. He traded their best defensive player. Like the Raiders are kind of in a transition period. So I don't think you can just blame it all on Derek Carr. But Derek Carr has proven that he can win games with his arm. Okay.
Derek Carr is a good.
Yeah.
If he came to Washington football team,
I think
y'all would love Derek Carr.
Love that. I would love
that. I also think we would love that because he's better than anything we've had.
He's better than anything we've had.
But no. I think Derek Carr would be. I think Derek Carr would be a great quarterback for our team, but I'm saying I want a franchise.
I want Patrick Mahomes. Okay, you want Aaron Rodgers.
I want somebody, not even just Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow. I want a great quarterback.
Okay, you want Ben Roethlisberger. You want of course everybody wants these quarterbacks, but I'm saying
that's why I said I wouldn't mind taking a rookie, because a rookie could just be one of those dudes.
So you would rather have a rookie than Derek Carr?
I'd rather have Derek Carr with the rookie sitting behind him. I wouldn't mind that, but because you can't, it's not a guarantee you're gonna. It's not a guarantee you're gonna hit on these quarterbacks.
Especially with this draft, you don't know. Nobody knows.
Terrible. No,
nobody knows. So I mean, I don't know. I think Derek Carr is a good quarterback. I don't think he's super sloppy with the ball. He's not always the most accurate. His deep ball is really good. I think he can win games. I think he's a gamer. He can win games. I think he had a lot of turmoil this season, but we've seen him have an almost MVP season. Then he broke his leg or something like that. It was something crazy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so it's like I think that'd be a great. I don't know how realistic it is that y'all can get him.
No, I don't think we're gonna get him. I mean, I think
we're not gonna get him.
I think he's available, but I just don't think we're gonna get him. Maybe you can trade for him, but I don't think so.
I mean, I understand not thinking Garoppolo he's a turnover machine and he gets hurt all the time. I understand Garoppolo, but I think Derek Carr is better than Garoppolo by like a lot.
Hey man, this weekend I got the Chargers over the Raiders, man. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I got Chargers over them too. We gonna get to that. We definitely went on a tangent there, but give us your playoff predictions for the Eagles. One and done, or you think there's gonna be an upset?
Man, I hope we play the Rams, boy. I hope we play the Rams.
Please.
I hope we play the Rams.
They will dog walk y'all.
I hope so. You know what I'm saying? Listen. The expectation is for them to dog walk us. But you see, Mike, you're new to this show. You're new to this show. So let me give you a little history. Let me give you a little history of how this show goes.
Episodic.
Me personally, I don't think that Matthew Stafford is that guy. You know what I'm saying? I think Matthew Stafford. Stafford is overrated, and I personally think that when it comes to a big game, he can throw you out of a big game.
He's as good as Derek Carr,
as the Rams are. You said what?
He's better than Derek Carr. I tell you that.
That's debatable. We gonna let it run.
Wait. All right. We're not gonna get into our talk of Matthew Stafford. I
just want to give you context. Of why I want the Eagles. Because I don't think the Eagles are going to win. Don't get me wrong. But if the Eagles do win, if by the slight chance that the Eagles do win, the type of craziness I'm going to talk on this podcast is going to be crazy. So I don't think that Matthew Stafford is that guy. And this whole year, I've been telling them that Matthew Stafford can lose you games. And I don't think that he's going to do any more than what Jared Goff did. That's what I think. I don't think he's gonna achieve more than what Jared Goff achieved with the Rams. They adamantly disagree.
I do disagree. We're gonna get into Matthew Stafford talk later on.
We'll get into Matthew Stafford talk. But I'm just giving you context right now. So
okay.
I said it would be crazy if we play the Rams first and we beat the Rams. And Matthew Stafford throws like 3 picks. Oh my God! I can't wait. Hey, I can't. I want us to play the Rams. I wouldn't mind if we play the Cardinals, obviously, because the Cardinals seem like
they're beat up
team. Yeah, they seem
like
that's
a team you can beat.
Possibly beat.
I believe that. That's a team you could actually beat.
But hey, man, I don't know. I feel like our running game is pretty consistent. I feel like we can run on anybody. Miles Sanders.
Wow.
I think we can run on the Rams.
Wow.
I think we run on the Rams. We ran all over the Saints when the Saints had a really good run defense.
That's facts. They did have a great defense.
We can run on anybody. So I think with that, and I think Jalen Hurts is a gamer. I think Jalen Hurts is very hit or miss, but when he hits, he hits. When he hits, he hits. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I love the optimism. That's all I can really say. I really love the optimism.
Listen, y'all were in the same position we were last year. Look, y'all played the Bucks first. Yeah. Everybody was saying that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure y'all had all right, we'll see what happens mentality. You gotta give me that. Let me get that.
Okay. I'll give you that.
9 wins.
I'll
Come
give
on,
you
man.
that.
I think
I'll
we
give you
can
that.
do something.
Yeah.
I feel that. I
I'd much rather y'all play the Cowboys, get them out early, but let's move on.
Yeah,
I would
let's
love
move
that.
on.
I would love that. I would love that. Oh my
No,
goodness.
the Cowboys gonna end up playing the Cards or the. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it. Let's move on.
All right, let's move on. We talked about it. Derek Carr versus Justin Herbert. They all fighting for this 7 seed. The Colts could possibly lose their 6 seed, but it's really just the Chargers and Raiders fighting for that 7 seed.
Yeah.
We'll talk playoff scenarios once we get to the AFC playoff picture. But the Steelers and Ravens are fighting. They're still alive.
Kind of.
They're still kind of alive. They need a lot of things to happen for them to go in. It's gonna be real complicated. But
Steelers, yes. The Ravens, no. I don't believe in them. It's over. Nail in the coffin, bro. I mean, because of injuries. They don't have Lamar. But I mean, technicality.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, it's really just Raiders and Chargers. Whoever wins that game got it locked up. So,
okay.
Who y'all got? I'm gonna start with you, Mike. Who you got?
Raiders, Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chargers easily. Justin Herbert is that guy. He's the future.
Wow,
I feel as if he's probably the future face of this league. Like the Chargers, from offense to defense to receivers, like what position battle or I guess what you would call it, like defense or offense, D line, what position battle does the Raiders beat the Chargers in? I really want to know. QB, no. Wide receiving core, no. Running backs, no. Well, maybe running back. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Running back. Josh Jacobs he's a problem.
That's debatable. Defense, no. Like, Derwin James is that guy. He is that guy, bro. Like, I think it's going to be a blowout. I don't think it's going to be a close game. Wow. I know it's a division game. I know.
Okay, I mean.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I think.
This is a division game, so I'll never say that a division game. I will never assume that a division game is going to be a blowout. But I think you just quitting on the Raiders too easy. I mean,
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. The Raiders could very well win this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The Raiders the Raiders got some impressive wins on the season, and the Chargers lost to the Texans.
Bad game.
Come on, Sunday. The Raiders have some impressive wins on their season. They beat the Colts. They just beat the Colts. They beat the Cowboys. They beat they have some impressive wins on their schedule. So I don't know.
They went to Indianapolis and beat the Colts. They went on the road and beat the Colts.
Early in the season, they beat a much more healthy Ravens team. When the Ravens were beating teams, they beat the Ravens early in the season. I don't know. I think you're sleeping on them. I don't know. I really don't know. This is gonna be this is like a pick'em game to me. I just don't think it's as lopsided as you think it is. I do agree that all of those the Chargers do have the edge in a lot of those things. But again, I think Derek Carr is the X factor. I think Derek Carr is the X factor. If Derek Carr can play well enough to win this game, I do think so.
Keyword. You said he's the X factor. So scenario. Can Derek Carr win you this game, if the run game and the defense is not working for you? So essentially a shootout with the Chargers. Can Derek Carr win a shootout with
I think he can win a shootout. You gotta remember that Herbert has had some inconsistencies this season. When they played the Rams, he had a terrible game. He had a terrible game against the Rams. He had a pretty bad game. He's played some pretty bad games this season. He had a bad game against the Broncos. He's had some duds. They lost to the Ravens 34-6. He's had some duds this season. So it's like he's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like he's playing lights out. He's super consistent. He's had some duds this season, and all it takes is for him to have another. I mean, of course, that's for anybody, but I just don't think it's as what I'm saying, it's not cut and dry. Like how you're making it too cut and dry.
Okay, I mean, I feel that. I understand that. I definitely understand that. that.
Yeah, I probably have to go with the Chargers here. I mean, I think the Chargers are I think it's gonna be a really close game. Not only because it's a divisional opponent, they're both very desperate in terms of fighting for a playoff spot. So it's gonna be a tough game. But I have to go with Justin Herbert just because I trust him more. I trust him more.
I mean,
And he has more trustable weapons too.
The contrarian in me wants Derek Carr to win, just so I could be like, Derek Carr should be your quarterback. But I mean, I'd probably go with the Chargers too. Yeah. At the end of the day, whoever wins this game, I win. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I had an earlier pick. I said that another team out of the AFC West would make it to the playoffs. They didn't believe me, so.
I mean, who would have known that the Browns were going to underperform and the Ravens their whole team was going to get injured?
Some might say
really, it's sad.
Yeah, like who would have known that both of those, because we didn't pick them because they weren't good enough. We picked them because the AFC is so loaded. There's so many great teams in that conference that they weren't going to be as good as the other teams, but everybody got injured. So you got it. Yeah. You won. You got the bet though. You got it. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I want.
All right, man.
We'll go with the Steelers and Ravens. This is a good game. Might be Big Ben's last game ever.
Yeah.
I don't know if Lamar Jackson is playing.
They said there's a chance he might play. I don't think he does, just because it's
no
the
point.
It's no point.
Just take the L. Just take the L.
Just let him sit. Let Brett get out there. Just get his reps in, because he might. I mean, not Brett. Tyler. Just because somebody might pick him up, and he might be on another team as a starter, possible starter, and possible backup on another team. So
he's not doing too bad. He's not doing bad at all, honestly.
He gonna be our quarterback next.
He better not.
He better not. He better not.
Oh, y'all don't like him that much.
No, that's the type of thing that Washington would do, though.
Yeah, pick him up.
Pick him up, and then he'll end up starting games. No, I don't. No, I don't want him as my starter. That's okay.
Not at all. Quarterback as a starter, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, a key thing about this game is that T.J. Watt is a sack and a half away from the all-time sack.
Whoa,
that's tough.
Yeah, it's single season sack record. So
defensive player of the year.
Easy. Yeah, for sure. So I mean, I think that's something to look out for. I mean, last time he played them, I think he had 3 sacks on them.
Wow.
So I mean, that's something to look out for. That's something that gets you excited for, because I'm kind of rooting for it. It's always nice to see history.
Yeah, most definitely. I got the Steelers. Albeit I don't know if they're gonna it's gonna be enough. I know they're gonna need a lot of help in order to make the playoffs. But shoot, that'll be a great win for him.
Especially for Big Ben, go out on a win.
Yeah,
his last game of the season. Yeah, that'll be good.
Most definitely.
All right, y'all. For anybody that wants to start a podcast and doesn't know where to start, make sure you check out an app like Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will help you distribute your podcast to other platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So make sure you download the free Anchor app and go to anchor.fm to get started today. We got to move on to this next topic.
Oh, Lord.
Antonio Brown. For anybody that does not know, it's been all over the news, but for anybody that doesn't know, during the Jets game, Bucs were going against the Jets. Antonio Brown, he was injured. His head coach, Bruce Arians, told him to come into the game. He said, "Nah, I can't. My ankle's hurting. I'm not going to go into the game." And Bruce Arians apparently told him, "Well, if you don't go into the game, you're off the team." And I guess AB didn't take that too kindly, and he just started to take off his pads, his jersey, and he proceeded to leave the field, and got shirtless, started hyping up the crowd, and put his deuces up and walked off the field. So, and then as you can see, he started posting on social media saying a super gremlin. And, head coach Bruce Arians said that he's no longer a Buck. So, what did you guys think about this news?
You can go, Mike.
I mean,
what was your first reaction when you saw this?
My first reaction was AB at it again. I mean, really, it's just he's at it again. But then I had some time to reflect, and I feel as if both sides were wrong, because I mean, if AB is hurt, bro, he's hurt. that man knows his body at the end of the day. Like, I feel as if Bruce Arians, you can't just be like, if you're not in the game, then you're off the team. Like, who does that? And then even today, the Bucks still own his rights. They're not willing to give him up. Because believe it or not, at the end of the day, this man AB is crazy. Guarantee you, the moment he's on waivers, someone is going to pick that man up, bro.
Facts.
I feel that's dead. I mean, like, literally, think about it. If literally Bruce Arians said you're off the team if you don't get on the field, so why didn't you release him?
Yeah.
Why didn't you release him already?
They already said
you're telling on yourself, bro.
They already said the Rams are interested. They said the Rams are interested. They said the Packers might be interested.
Oh my!
And they said
easily.
And they said the Chiefs might be interested.
That's
easily. The moment you take that man off, bro, that man's going to another contender easily, bro. And it's going to get a super. And more likely than not, he's going to be on a Super Bowl contender, and will still have a shot to get a ring. And that'll be crazy if this man gets back-to-back rings. Like, that would be OC. But nonetheless, AB just needs to do a better job of, like, handling the situation better, bro. Like, you didn't need to do all that. You could have just walked off some chill shit and just called it a day. But, hey, AB's going to be AB, man. That's it.
I think I agree with every point you made. Basically.
Yeah, you definitely said it perfectly.
Yeah, I think it was definitely both sides. Telling somebody, like, if somebody tells you that they think they're seriously injured, but granted, I think AB has put himself in such a position where people are naturally going to be skeptical of things and wonder about his intentions just because of all of the antics in the past few seasons. And actually, was one of the coaches with the Steelers and has seen AD up close, and that's why he didn't want him on the team in the first place. So, Bruce Arians might have told him, and he said, "Nah, I'm not playing." That may have come across to Bruce Arians. Mind you, AB might have had a legit reason to feel that way, but due to his history with Bruce Arians and Bruce Arians' history with AB, he probably was thinking that he was on antics again, and so it's just a result of his history in the NFL, and it's kind of what he put together, and that's why. I can see why the situation may have bubbled the way it did, but it's unfortunate. But I literally was watching Skip and Shannon, and they said that a reporter said today, she said that through her sources, I forget the reporter's name, but through her sources, she confirmed that if AB is released, teams will this season pick him up.
Exactly.
So he's like if he wants to play football,
he's going to play football. Yeah. I
mean,
I also heard on Skip and Shannon Undisputed, Skip was talking about it. He was saying that AB was already like kind of upset that they were giving Gronk the ball instead of him. He was already having like kind of an attitude with Tom Brady already. So, and then plus Bruce Arians saying you're off the team if you don't play. I understand both parties. Both parties are at fault. But I will put it on AB because you're not supposed to handle yourself like that. You also have to think about your team. You're being a bad teammate by just walking out on the field and doing antics like that. Your team is already depleted.
Right.
And you're gonna have an uphill fight in the playoffs. Going against Green Bay, just putting that extra scrutiny on the team, just distractions when you're trying to get to that ultimate goal is just not. That's not the way to go.
Okay.
So, that's facts.
So AD's probably gonna be on another team. He's gonna be with a Super Bowl contender, probably Packers. If he goes to another team like the Packers, that's gonna be insane, bro. That's not gonna be crazy.
They're the favorites. I think they're the favorites right now. But if you go to the Packers, lock it in, bro. I got A-Rod. I literally got Rodgers.
I got the Packers right now, regardless. At this point,
yeah.
If they playing, I got them going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, for real. Honestly,
yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But let's move on to I kind of was thinking let's talk about let's reflect on this NFL season. Let's talk about our most surprising teams, most exciting, most disappointing, best team watch, worst teams. Elijah, we'll start with you. What was your most surprising team?
Most surprising team to me gotta be the Philadelphia. I think it's honestly probably the Bengals to me.
Bro, agree.
I knew I knew Joe Burrow was good, and I really liked Joe Burrow last season. You know, he had a really bad injury, but he was playing pretty well. I kind of criticized the decision to pick Jamar Chase over getting an offensive lineman, especially because he like broke his leg the season before.
Right.
But Joe Burrow's a gamer. He's accurate. He can throw the ball down the field, and he was looking to be a future Hall of Famer as his number one. And he has another 1,000-yard receiver. So he's just playing out his mind, and he has a Pro Bowl running back. So the Bengals turned it around quickly, won their division, and they have to be probably the biggest surprise of this NFL season.
Yeah, the Bengals front office should be feeling very good about that offense.
Very good.
If they can shore up the defense, they're going to be a problem for years to come.
Oh my goodness. No, the AFC North will be their division for years to come. I'm going to say that right now, man. Like,
wow.
I can't say that. Lamar,
no,
I can't count
don't
Lamar.
Disrespect Lamar like that.
No.
Don't do that.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I like Lamar. I really do. Boy, Burrow is not a better QB than Lamar. Lamar is a better QB just off the strength that guy can run for 1,000 yards. But who's the best pure passer in that division? It's Joe Burrow, bro.
Oh yeah,
it's Joe Burrow. That guy's he's crazy. And it's just the fact that Jamar Chase, I feel as if is he a generational wide receiver talent? Like I don't know. That guy is OC, bro. He is OC. Like
he might be generational.
I like the way they built that team, and like you said, they shore up that defense. You telling me they're not gonna be better than the Ravens?
The thing is, I trust the Ravens coaching staff way more. I trust the Ravens coaching staff. You gotta remember that the Ravens were winning games with second and third string cornerbacks on the field. They were winning games, and they blew out the Bengals earlier in the season. They whooped on them. No, it was Cleveland.
Yeah, it was Cleveland. The Bengals actually whipped their ass earlier this season.
Yeah, I got it mixed up. No, Cleveland whooped them earlier in the season. The Bengals earlier in the season. So the Bengals haven't been the super most consistent team this whole. They're surprising because they're good, young. Quick. But I think a healthy Ravens team versus a healthy Bengals team, I'm betting on the Ravens.
And we're also you have to also think if the Steelers get a competent quarterback, the
Steelers
will be the best team in that division. They have a great team. They just need a quarterback. They're a quarterback away from being a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, they have a back.
The Steelers?
They have a back. They have receiving core.
You have to remember, Juju's injured. They have Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson, and Juju. They have Najee Harris, who's a really good back.
He's tough.
And they just need a quarterback.
They got defensive ends.
And their defense is still good.
They got defensive ends, and they got TJ Watt.
And they got Minkah Fitzpatrick, too.
They're stacked.
So, and the Steelers will...
Literally, the only reason why the Steelers are in the spot that they are is because of Ben Roethlisberger. It's Ben Roethlisberger, I feel like, is the only reason why they're struggling. Is because they don't have a quarterback.
And we can't sleep on the Browns. The Browns are still good, too. Baker's just not that dude. Baker's just not that dude. Listen to me. Baker is not that dude.
Yeah.
But if they can find their way back to their recipe last year, this division is easily the best division.
Yeah.
With, contending with the NFC West.
They're up there with the NFC West for sure.
They're easily the best division in football.
Like, they're two quarterbacks away from probably being the best division in football.
Right.
Yeah, 3 teams will be in the playoffs every year from that division.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably.
Easily. If they get 2 good quarterbers.
But I think there is a market for the Steelers to get a quarterback this season. That's a historic franchise. They listen to their players. They're really good franchise.
Mike Tomlin's a great coach.
Right. I think if Russell Wilson, I think that'd be a good destination for Russell Wilson or something like that. Like, because it's such a historic franchise. He'd have receivers. He'd have a good coach. I think he'd have people that would listen to him because I think Ben had a lot of say in that organization. So I think they're a pretty good destination for a quarterback.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
What would you say is your most surprising team, or is it the Bengals?
It was the Bengals. Yeah, I agree with everything. It was definitely the Bengals.
I'm surprised nobody said the Cardinals. I mean, granted, the Cardinals have been down in the past, but the Cardinals won 10 games. I mean, they won 11 games. Last season,
they did.
I wouldn't pick the Cardinals just because they did exactly what I thought they were going to do.
You did not think they was going to win 11 games, though.
I thought they were going to be good and then be bad.
Yeah.
They did the same thing last year. Like, if they were consistently good all season, okay. But
what
they
team
were good this year.
Only one team has been consistently good the whole season, and that's the Packers. And they lost, and they threw out a dud opening.
I'm saying compared to last year, they literally performed how they performed last year. Like, they were good, and then they fell off.
They won more games. And they just had a big win against Dallas.
They're not more surprising than the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, like,
are they more surprising than the Bengals? You thought the Cardinals were going to be good.
But we knew the Cardinals.
But you didn't think that.
Yeah, but I didn't think the Bengals would win. If you would have asked me who was winning the AFC, I would have picked probably the Bengals to be last in that division with the Steelers.
Yeah, but you would have picked the Cardinals to be last in their division too.
I picked the Seahawks to be last.
Oh, that's true. That was a random pick.
I said the Cardinals could have made. I said the Cardinals could make the playoffs.
I just remember you playing the game. I told you that they were going to be good when they got JJ Watt.
I said they were going to be. I don't know. You said they were going to be a Super Bowl contender. I said no, they're not going to be a Super Beau contender.
Definitely not a Super Bowl contender. Not yet. Not yet.
Their last game they beat a good Dallas team. We can feel how we feel about Dallas, but Dallas is a good team still.
But I mean, I just don't think they're surprising. Like I knew they were going to be good.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're good.
More surprising. Yeah. If you go with most surprising, we can all agree to Bengals then. That's cool.
Yeah, definitely the Bengals.
All right, who's the most exciting team to watch?
Right now, it has to be the Packers for me. The Packers, the Packers are super exciting to watch. It's just because that back shoulder that Aaron Rodgers throws to Devontae Adams, it's unstoppable. Like at any point they could do it. The team that was the most exciting for me to watch until not the injuries was the Ravens for me. The Ravens, the way they were figuring out how to win games early on in the season was incredible. Like they were just figuring out how to win. That's why I just have so much faith in Lamar Jackson when he's healthy, because I think he can throw like 4. He's one of the only quarterbacks that can throw like 4 interceptions in like the first half and come back and win. I mean, Matt Stafford did it, but he can do it consistently.
Yeah.
He can do it consistently and win.
I was gonna say I would say the Cardinals just because Kyler Murray.
Wow,
Kyler Murray is really exciting to watch. Kyler Murray is exciting to watch.
He is.
He's a fun quarterback to watch. Even though they fell off due to injuries, they lost JJ Watt for the year. DeAndre Hopkins is out, and they went on a 3-game skid. But even in like the games you just watched, even the Cowboys game, like Kyler Murray was just electrifying that whole game. He was cooking them the whole game.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. This may be the homer in me, but the Eagles are pretty exciting to watch.
Anyway.
The Eagles. DC, y'all just don't rewatch it. But the Eagles, Jalen Hurts
says we was losing to them the whole time. But
Jalen Hurts scrambles in the pockets and make throws down the field. He's pretty exciting to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty good.
My most exciting team, I'm going to stick with the Bengals.
Okay. Bengals too.
Because honestly, bro, like Joe Burrow and that Bengals team, it's just giving me shades of LSU, bro.
Yeah,
that LSU championship here. My goodness, man.
He's a gamer, man.
He's a gamer, bro. And it's not even just that. The guy is elite, bro. Yeah, he's elite at what he does. I'm not gonna say he's a master at his craft, but man, he's trending towards.
He's a winner.
He's a winner.
He's gonna be a top everywhere he goes.
He's gonna be a top 10 quarterback soon.
Oh my, no, even top 5 soon. Even top 5 soon. Maybe not. Maybe I say 3 more years. 3 more years, I'll give him top 5.
I can see him being top 5 soon. I can see him being top 5 soon.
Jamar Chase, bro, just that offense. They just click on all cylinders. The guy threw for 525 yards? Was it last week? The week before prior? And then this week he follows up with another great performance. Oh my goodness, bro. This guy's crazy.
And they beat the Chiefs.
The Chiefs!
8-game winning streak.
400 yards, 4 touchdowns in back-to-back games, no interceptions.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
He's a monster. He takes care of the ball. He's people were saying he reminds them of Tom Brady. Like he's like Tom Brady.
Yes.
So I mean, Joe Burrow got a bright future. I like Joe Burrow for sure. I like
the
Joe
Bengals
Burrow.
got a good one. This is what they've been wanting, as opposed to Andy Dalton. So
it's gonna look real bad. It's gonna look real bad. Let's talk. I'm gonna just say most disappointing team, Washington. The second pick after Joe Burrow Chase Young, not, you know, when you look at Joe Burrow who's performing, and then, you know, Chase Young, you look at Chase Young, even though he got injured, he just wasn't having that great of a year. So hopefully he bounced back. Hopefully we bounce back as a team. But I will say Washington was very disappointing this year. And I would say them. I would pick them.
I gotta go Seahawks. I didn't expect the Seahawks. I didn't expect the Seahawks to be that bad.
I knew I that's why I picked them to be last. I knew they.
But I thought, I didn't think they were going to be that bad.
Well, yeah,
I can't say I thought they were going to be that bad.
Yeah,
they're pretty bad.
Yeah, Russ got injured. He missed like 5-6 games. So,
but they were losing games before then.
They were still losing games before that.
500 when he was playing. It was 500.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like everybody in their division was because their division started so well, they were way behind from the get-go.
Way behind the 8-ball. Behind the 8-ball.
I didn't expect them to be as bad as they were at all.
Honestly, yeah. My worst team is the Buffalo Bills, bro. Niggas, people really need to understand. People need to understand that this team was top 2 and favorite to win the whole thing.
That's true.
From the beginning of the season. Like, I'm talking, like, literally, the beginning of the season, they had one of the most well-balanced teams, bro. Josh Allen. And plus, he was balling to begin. I think they started off.
They started the season off like 5-0.
Yes. And look at where they're at now. They didn't have that many injuries. It's not like they it's not like they had that many, what's it called, COVID health and safety protocol. They didn't have that much. They just started losing games, bro. So, like, honestly, yeah, the Buffalo Bills. I like Josh Allen still. He's still that guy. I think he's still elite. But, yeah, they're not doing anything. And it's a shame because, like, this was supposed to be their year, bro. Like, I thought they were going to win it all this year, low-key. I didn't think the Packers was going to beat them.
Yeah, I didn't pick them to win it all, but I definitely picked Josh Allen to win MVP, and he wasn't even close.
He wasn't close at all.
Yeah.
At all.
So, I can see that. I like that choice. Yeah. I mean, we can skip over best team because the best team is the Packers.
Yeah, we agree.
We know that. Yeah, we all know that.
Well, I mean, I guess in the running, who's the worst team you watched this year? And because there's a lot of teams.
I want to start this one. The Washington football team is the worst team in the NFL.
Oh, come on.
Come on, dog.
No way.
F them.
They wasn't.
I won't do them like that.
We not worse than the Giants.
I won't do them like that. I won't do them like that. But, like, for real, the worst team, I want to say the Detroit Lions, but they compete, though.
No,
they do compete.
The Jags, bro.
They're the Jags.
The Jags are terrible.
I gotta go Giants.
They're better than the Lions? Jags? I don't know.
Yeah, I
know the Jags hold that one spot.
Yeah, the Lions played every game, most games. Well, they got whooped this past week. The Seahawks put 51 on them. But they play close games.
They do play a lot of close games, though. I mean,
I guess you could say the Jags whooped the whole season. The Jags are the worst team this season. They have to be. Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah, and plus they do hold the number one.
The Giants sucked, but the Giants beat the Eagles, so I can't say that they're the worst team because they beat us. They did beat us.
I don't even know how y'all let them beat.
Hey, don't do that. Hey. No, get it before you say anything crazy.
I don't know, bro.
Yo,
Giants suck, man. They couldn't do anything against the Bears, and the Bears suck.
Exactly.
I don't know. I guess you could say the Jags, but I just want to put the Giants in there because we're about to play them next week.
Oh, facts.
and my friend and Khalil watched the podcast. My friend Khalil. So if you watching, your team sucks.
Oh, okay. All right. That works.
Let's move on to this NFC playoff picture.
You see that clinch? Hey, you should have put an X next to the Eagles because we clinched to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We're locked in.
All right, so just for clarification, since we don't have the X, Y's, and Z's, whatever, the Packers clinched the number one spot in the NFC. The Rams, Buccaneers, Cowboys, Cardinals, and Eagles are clinched in. They're not going nowhere. It's really between the 49ers and the Saints. Mm-hmm. If the Saints and the 49ers tied, then the Saints get the tiebreaker. So all the 49ers have to do is win.
Yeah.
But they're playing the Rams. So it'll be tough.
But the Rams aren't playing for the number one seed though, are they?
Yeah, I mean the Packers have it.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. It
would be in the best interest for them to
if they lose and the Cardinals win, then I think the
they're
Cardinals
playing for the number one spot in the division.
So they need this win. Yeah, they need this win. But I don't know because San Francisco beat the Rams the last time they played.
It won't happen again.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening again. They're playing.
They have his number. They say that Shanahan has McVay's number. He hasn't. I don't think he beat him yet since they both been coaching. Yeah, I don't think he beat him yet.
That's an interesting stat.
No, honestly,
he never had Stafford. He had Jared Goff. So
exactly.
He had Stafford this year.
But
wait.
That was the first game OBJ came. Like it was a fill.
That was the first game.
Yeah, that was the very first game. This is a different Rams team now. 49. If the Rams are playing for something, they're not gonna let this happen, bro. They're not gonna take this. They were on a 5-game win streak right now. 4 or 5-game win streak.
Yeah. They've been
they're on it. They're clicking on all cylinders, man. I got the Rams.
They're clicking.
So if the 49ers lose this game, they're out the playoffs.
Yeah.
Is that the case?
Yeah. I think if the Saints win and the 49ers lose, then they're out.
Who did the Saints play?
The Falcons. So it's like the 49ers kind of have to win. I mean, it's very well that the Saints could lose, but I just don't think they're gonna lose.
Yeah, they could lose.
But it's gonna be a tough game.
Wait, why?
The Falcons aren't pushovers.
Why don't you think the Saints are gonna lose? Wait, you said the Falcons are pushovers?
They're not pushovers. They're not.
Sure?
They're not.
They played
us. We struggled to beat them.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the Saints are gonna beat the Falcons, bro. They don't have good QB play, unfortunately. Like what's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm surprised they won as many games. I mean, they actually Jameis Winston just gave them a really good start, and then they just been kind of head above water ever since then.
I think if Jameis doesn't get injured, they're in the playoffs instead of the 49ers.
They're in the playoffs.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I won't fight that.
Yeah, facts though.
But
I hope the playoff picture stays how it is, so the Eagles can play the Rams, so we can watch this game, and Matthew Stafford can So this guy can, stop talking trash about Matthew Stafford.
Hey man, y'all almost beat the Bucks, right? Last year?
Yeah.
You're not us. You're not us, though, unfortunately.
I mean, Matt Stafford's not Tom Brady.
Wow.
Right?
The Killers. Jalen Hurts is not even going to throw on that defense. Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller, Aaron Donald. He's not doing anything. You want to know what they're going to do? They're going to stack them. They're going to stack the hell out that box. They're going to stack the hell out that box, bro. Y'all not running on nobody, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So just enjoy now. Enjoy it. It's all right, man.
We got the first Heisman winning wide receiver in like 50 years on our team.
Okay, that guy is good though. Devontae
He's
Smith
tough.
is very good.
He's tough. He's gonna get open.
Tough,
I'm just saying. We'll see.
Not against Ramsey, but I mean, Ramsey doesn't follow the best receiver all the time. So
we'll see. That's the thing. We don't really have a receiving core. So if we run the ball well, it's. I mean, we can be in the game. If we run the ball well and we get some takeaways, we can be in the game. I just feel like I don't trust. I don't know. A game where Matthew Stafford is supposed to win in the playoffs. We'll see how he plays. We'll see.
The guy can do it. I believe in him. I'm
glad. I'm glad you do. They do too.
I like Matthew Stafford.
I like him.
He plays well when he needs to play well.
Yeah.
Okay. His playoff record don't say that, but let's go.
It don't.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What playoff matchup do y'all see right now? What else? Because Cardinals and Cowboys would be interesting. It would really just be a rematch of Sunday. The Bucks 49ers would be interesting as well. Like, what do y'all think about those matchups?
Tom Brady versus Jimmy.
Playoff football, man. We'll see. I don't even know. It's just everything is in the air when it comes to playoff football. I mean, it's gonna be good though.
I like the Bucks versus the 49ers just off the storyline. Tom Brady, Jimmy G. That's a game I will watch. I really don't know. I don't know who. Well, actually, I got the Bucks, but the Bucks are going through a lot of injuries right now, so I'm not too sure who's gonna exactly win that game. I still will favor the Bucks. But shoot, I won't be surprised if Jimmy G just comes out of nowhere and falls out. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised. But who knows, man? Who really knows? But yeah, that's the playoff matchup I'm looking at for. Bucks and 49ers. If they stay in, of course.
All right, man. All right, let's move on to that AFC. It's been a kind of a mix-up, with the Chiefs losing. The Titans are now the number 1 seed, and if the Titans win, they lock it up. And you got the Bengals winning the AFC North. You got the Chargers fighting with the Raiders for that 7th spot. The Patriots are locked in. I think the Bills, they're kind of fighting for that number 1 spot in the AFC East. If the Bills, are tied with the Patriots, they have the tiebreaker. So it's the AFC is just weird. They have a lot of scenarios going on.
Yeah.
But what do y'all think about the AFC playoff picture?
Man,
the Titans play the Texans first. The Titans play the Texans first, so they're probably gonna lock up that spot. It's gonna suck for Kansas City if the first game they have to play the Chargers. Because
that's gonna be tough.
They played 2 games, and both of those games were really close. I watched both of those games, and both of those games went down to the wire. So
yeah,
that's gonna suck for Kansas City. I think any team that plays New England is probably gonna be mad.
Why?
Especially because I think New England can beat. It's New England, bro.
Man,
I think the Bills.
I agree.
I don't think the Bills want to play New England again. First round of the playoffs.
Not in Buffalo.
So we'll see. We'll see. I think it's gonna be the AFC playoff race is gonna be crazy. I think the AFC is gonna be crazy just because the teams are just so close. I think the teams are really close in the AFC, close to each other in terms of ability. They all have glaring weaknesses. Most of the teams.
Yeah. Every team has a glaring weakness.
Yeah.
And I would like to say Derrick Henry is very close to coming back.
I was just about to say that.
That's crazy.
The Titans are scary, bro, because they're winning still, in spite of Derrick Henry. And that guy is coming back. They just designated him return from IR. If he comes back to old Derrick Henry, they're coming. I don't know. I still got the Chiefs, but I will not be surprised if they come out the AFC, bro. Because look at them. They're that is a complete team right there. They with AJ Brown, Julio. Is Julio back or is he still injured?
He might be.
He's been on and off the whole season. I can't even.
He's been on and off. He's been on and off. But regardless, man, they have a great coach, good defense, great coaching. The Patriots, I'm not scared of them because Bill Belichick doesn't trust Mac Jones. He doesn't, man. The guy is Mr. Dink and Dunk. You can't keep depending on that run game. I understand run game and defense. That's what's gonna, help you in the playoffs. But if I'm facing the Patriots, bro, I'm making Mac Jones beat me. I'm not I don't care about. I'm stacking the box and I'm gonna make Mac Jones beat me, and I don't believe him to do so. Plus, he's a rookie. He's not trash, but I'm not gonna put that pressure on a rookie to ball out and win a playoff game. Has that even happened? Has that happened before? Has a rookie won a playoff game in his first year? I don't know. Someone can fact check me on that. But I'm not afraid, man. I think the Bills will take the Patriots easily. The Chiefs. I'm scared for them, bro. I'm really scared for them.
You scared for them? I think if they can beat the Chargers, I don't really see any other team beating them.
Nah.
I think for some reason I feel like if they were to play the Titans, I think they can beat the Titans. I think if they were to play the Bengals again,
they would beat the Bengals.
That would beat the Bengals again.
They would beat the Bengals.
Definitely if they played in Kansas City, they'll beat them.
Right. And I think if they played the Bills, I think they can beat the Bills. I think they can beat every team except maybe the Chargers.
And it's because the Chargers, it's like a mirror. It's like they play low-key just like them. They have just as many weapons. And their defense is not bad. They got names on that defense. Joey Bosa, is he still playing? I don't know if he's injured or not. Is he injured?
Yeah, Joey Bosa's still out.
He's still playing.
He's still playing? Okay, great. Yeah, bro. The Chargers could beat the Chiefs. I wouldn't be surprised if that would be a big upset. But, yeah, that could happen. So the Chiefs, they got to be on their toes. But I'm thinking maybe what happens if the Chiefs were to? Oh, if they lose next week, they go down, and the Bengals win, they go up, right? They switch seeding, right?
Yeah,
the Bengals would be the 3 seed.
Yeah. Because it's tied. Yeah.
If what happens?
If the Chiefs lose and the Bengals win next week, the Bengals would then take over that 3 seed, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or the 2 seed.
The 2 seed.
No, 2 seed. My fault. 2 seed. Yeah, I see the Bengals.
All right. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I mean, it might be in their best interest
to lose. Yes, to lose. That's what I'm.
Just to avoid the Chargers.
Yeah, but I don't think.
I think they can beat the Chargers.
They can, but it's just been
beat the
Chargers. The last 2 games has been so close. It's just been so close.
It's gonna be close.
Why make it hard on yourself? I'd rather play the Colts. They would be playing the Colts, right? Yeah, I'd rather play the Colts. That's a gimme win right there than the Chargers.
Carson Wentz in the playoffs. Trust me. I know. Trust me. I know.
Yeah.
You never know. The Colts might be on their game, and Jonathan Taylor might keep Mahomes off the field a lot of that game.
Fact.
Control time and possession.
I just don't trust a Carson Wentz team when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Trust me. Trust me.
But let's transition over to basketball. I mean,
we love it.
You know, he's coming back. He's gonna be back Sunday. He's gonna be playing they hoping to have Klay back by Sunday to go against the Cavaliers. But you know, when Klay comes back, it's really gonna be 2015 again, 2014, 2015 again, where it's this real Splash Brothers against the world. What do y'all think about, Klay coming back?
Scary hours. It's scary hours. It's scary out looking for revenge. It's getting scary, man. I don't know, man. Listen, the Warriors already look kind of scary. I've been telling people who I talk about it. I feel like I still think that head to head in the 7-game series, I think the Suns. I wouldn't count the Suns against the Warriors, but I gotta see how Klay looks. Jordan Poole looks amazing. They don't even have Wiseman back.
Wiggins is nice too.
Steph, you don't even gotta talk about Steph. Steph playing out his mind. Draymond playing out his mind. We've been seeing all these Klay Thompson memes with the headband, and he looking like he playing the 70s all over again. So I mean, I feel like he's gonna come back cooking. With modern everything, I don't think he's going to lose a beat because look at KD. KD didn't lose a beat. So, I mean, I think he's going to be able to – I was worried about him being able to even defend team's best players. I think he's still going to probably be able to defend. And if he can do that, then, I mean –
because you already know you're going to be able to shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, who's beating them?
Okay. Yo, Klay is a top 75 player. Let me just start off by saying that. They snubbed him.
Fair. That's fair.
I think – Klay is possibly the second best shooter of all time behind Steph. I think he's better than Ray Allen. I think he's better than Reggie Miller. The Warriors are going to be good. The Warriors are already good. They're going to be good when Klay comes back. But this is not a KD situation. KD ruptured his Achilles. Klay ruptured his Achilles and tore his ACL. Hasn't played basketball in 2 years. Let's relax on the scary hours, okay? Like, Klay is going to be good. He's not defending the best player, at least not this year. They're going to put him on a minute. Yes.
Does he?
Because
he needs to. They're beating teams. They're beating teams without him defending their best player. And I think Klay as a spot up shooter, because you're going to have to guard. You're gonna have to guard Curry. You have to. You have to guard Curry. You need somebody on Steph Curry all the time. Huh?
What is Curry's history in the playoffs? He tends to blow games at times in the playoffs, especially the finals. At least I remember.
It don't matter if at least I remember. Games. Mike, you still gotta guard him. It don't. So you gonna leave him open because?
But wait, who was there? Bad? No, not to leave him open, but who was there to help Curry? Klay, by defending the best player. And Klay will come up clutch. Like, say if the Warriors are down like 10 or 15 to the playoffs, which we've seen a lot, Klay will do the heavy lifting. And then once they get back tighter, they're down 3, Curry will come and just put the cap off. You're not gonna see that from Klay this year. People keep thinking that we're gonna see old Klay. This man hasn't played 2 years of basketball, bro. Can we relax?
Even if we don't see old Klay, the Warriors team as constructed with the second greatest shooter of all time coming back has to help. Like, it has to help. They're already playing some of the best defense in the league without him. And they're supposed to get Wiseman back. That's a big body for when they play. Because right now, I think their main issue is if they were to play Phoenix in a series, they're too small. I think they're too small. And Phoenix is gonna have Ayton, but they're also gonna have, and people will sleep, but Frank Kaminsky's gonna come back. And they were playing Frank Kaminsky before he got injured. And he was starting to get a good offensive rhythm going. So, and he can stretch the floor, shoot threes. He can stretch the floor more than Ayton can. So if Wiseman comes back, he helps with the big. So I thought, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I would probably edge towards the Suns. But if Klay is still that automatic three-point shooter, if he can play defense, all right, he don't have to guard the best player, but let's say he can guard their second best player. They're scary.
They're scary. But there's one team that you guys failed to name, and that is the Lakers. LeBron James. You can never count my guy out. You can never count my guy out. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Before KD made that decision to go to the Warriors 2016-17 or 2017-18, and when LeBron came back down 3-1, he unlocked the code how to beat Curry and the Warriors. And if KD had not gone back, if KD had not gone to the Warriors, man,
back to back.
Man, oh man. He figured it out, bro. Okay. And now, like you said earlier, the Warriors are coming back to that 2014-15. I'm fine with that. I want to see the 2014-15 Warriors. I want to see the 2016-17 Warriors because LeBron knows how to beat that team. He knows how to beat them. I don't even care, bro. So you think the Lakers can make it to them?
Yeah, that's the issue. What I was saying. I say if the Lakers can figure it out, I think that they still have a good chance of going to the finals. If they can figure it out. They're in a really tight spot. And as of right now, that team is not even they might get gentlemen swept by the Warriors, bro.
Yeah, that's facts. One game. That's facts. That's facts. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. This is the regular season, not the playoffs. It's the regular season. And when AD comes back, AD's been playing ass, by the way, but he's going to get it together. Russ has been turnover worthy, but at the end of the day, all this losing isn't because of Russ. It's just because of defense and bad coaching and bad pickups. But we're continuing to make trades. Nonetheless, we match up well against the Warriors, bro. I'm not afraid of them. If we were to see them in a 7-game series, obviously with everybody healthy and things clicking, our best is better than their best. I have no doubt in my mind, bro. I
like the especially the way LeBron's been playing. I agree.
LeBron been playing out his mind.
The only thing that scares me is Russ. Russ will lose.
I give you that.
Russ is a first round curse. Russ is a first round curse. We need to get rid of him. We gotta get rid of him.
Get rid of Russ? I disagree. Why? Why do you want to get rid of him? Why? Tell me. I need to understand that. How do we get better?
Russ isn't making us better.
He is. He gives us another dynamic. Russ is going to be Russ.
That's the most disgusting.
Russ being Russ is the problem right now. I mean,
Russ is the reason why he can't get past the first round without a top tier talent.
It's trendy to hate on Russ, and I understand it, bro. But nah, we're not about to do this to this.
Bro, I've watched Lakers game this season.
I don't even hate on Russ the way people be really hating on Russ. I look at Russ. Russ is who he is. He's a first round warrior.
Yeah.
He turns the ball over a lot. He's very reckless at the end of games.
Okay.
Look, if we agree. If AD comes back and he's playing really well, he offsets everything. He offsets everything.
He does.
But
he does.
Is AD going to come back and play well? I don't think so.
My thing is, I don't think Russ can put out a big scoring output, score a lot of points without a lot of turnovers with it.
That's fair.
And that's the issue.
And he makes dumb turnovers at the bad times.
That's the issue. I think if Russ is in his bag, Russ' bag comes with turnovers.
I'm going to tell you this right now. LeBron is going to be the primary ball handler in the playoffs. That is not going to be.
I think they've established that now in these last 3 games. They've established that. Okay, I mean, Russ can handle the ball sometimes, but Bron's about to get everybody heated up. Bron is doing all the lifting as far as everything goes.
Yeah, for the most part. But I mean, the Warriors look good. The Lakers will see them in the Western Conference Finals. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that.
I like it. I like the hot take. I like it, Mike.
I'm going to see it, bro.
I like the confidence.
I hope so. I hope you're right, man. I need LeBron to get this. I don't know why everybody just don't like. Whenever they join LeBron team, they just play their worst basketball
every time.
That's a fact.
When they join LeBron, they just play their worst basketball, and then when they leave, they turn back into who they were.
That's a fact.
It's the pressure.
Yeah.
That's why. It's the pressure.
Yeah, that's 100% fact. Because the biggest example, Jordan Clarkson. Oh my gosh! Every time I see him cook, I just get so mad. I'm like, bro,
Rodney Hood, terrible in the Cavs.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
But let's talk about somebody that played with LeBron, who didn't play bad with LeBron.
That's facts.
Kyrie Irving, he's back. He's playing tonight. He's playing against the Pacers.
He's playing right now.
He's playing right now.
As we record this podcast, he's putting up buckets.
How many points he got?
I mean, he has 8. He's not putting up 8. He's 3 from 6 from field. And KD leads all scorers with 16, but they're up. They're down 40-43 to the Pacers.
The net. Can I start this segment?
No, go ahead.
Okay. It's gonna be a pretty lengthy one, so just yeah.
Go for it.
Kyrie Irving, honestly, he's a great talent, but the Nets dropped the ball in this one. He should not be on the floor right now. I don't care. His flashy. Kyrie is the best ball handler that has ever played on the basketball court. Okay? But at the end of the day, you shouldn't – Kyrie should only be playing if he got that vaccine. Point blank and simple. By allowing him to be a part-time basketball player, that's crazy. This is the first time we've seen a part-time basketball player. Now, what are you going to do? Wait. Now, what are you going to do in the playoffs? Are you going to say when the playoffs starts, all right, Kyrie, thank you for coming out for the regular season. We're going to put you back on the bench. No, you've already opened the can of worms. Now you're going to expect him to only play away games? Like, that's just another distraction. And I'm sorry, excuse my language, but the Nets are pussies, bro. Like, now you created a culture where if you're really, really good, you can do whatever you want.
Right.
You literally could do whatever you want, bro. And I feel as if I understand, I'm happy that Kyrie's back. But at what cost? We're only going to be seeing him at away games. Is this going to really help the Nets win? No, it's not helping them win at all because he can only play half the time. That's it. I don't see them being a favorite in the playoffs. Or nothing has changed to me because he can only play away games. And even in those away games too, if you're going to play well, it's not going to mess up his what do you call it? His sway, whatever, I guess. But I know y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
so
his momentum.
His momentum and stuff, bro. So that's my thing. Kyrie just always wants the attention on him. I don't know, bro. I like him, but I don't. So that's
you don't like him, Mike. You don't like him at all. You don't
sound like
he said I like him, but
I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, I think the Nets realize they need Kyrie. I think this is more on them saying like we need him to get to that main goal. I think I do agree with you saying that you're allowing him to just get away with just being there whenever he wants and just Kyrie who he is and they're just letting him get his way. But at the same time, I think they're thinking more big picture, like having Kyrie part-time is better than not having him at all.
Right. We just talked about AB getting team offers. Yeah, if you're nice, who cares?
Yeah, that's it's a business. At the end of the day, they're looking to win.
They're trying to win,
and they're looking to make a lot of money. Kyrie puts butts in seats.
Another thing about the playoffs is they might be banking on COVID restrictions lessening. Around this time last year, COVID restrictions were kind of lessening.
That's when they let fans
when it was getting a little warmer. So that could be what they're banking on. I do think maybe for consistency's purpose, it might be an issue, but I don't know. I think some Kyrie is better than no Kyrie. I don't think they're their favorite in the East, though.
Hell no.
I don't. I don't think.
I think the Bulls and the Bucks are better than them.
Yeah,
right
the
now.
Bulls and the Bucks
Easily.
for sure.
Easily.
Yeah, I think even the Sixers might be able to give them some go. But I mean, this is gonna be interesting. I love to see how it plays out. I can't wait. I mean, I love watching Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, Kyrie's
he's probably one of my favorite, most entertaining players to watch, just because he doesn't need a screen. He just need
you and me.
Yeah, you and me. It could be you and me. And he's gonna figure out how to score. He's very interested in that way. I think he finds the most electric ways to score, and he's really good for basketball. I think Kyrie, however you feel about him for the Nets, I think for basketball, it's good that he's back. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's bad for vaccine mandates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The importance of mandates
in
public health. But for the pure basketball standpoint, he's good for basketball because he is electric.
He is electric.
Yeah.
He is electric.
Imagine a Knicks-Nets series. He can't play at all.
Yeah, he can't. He just sit out the whole series.
Play at all.
He sit out the whole series.
Literally sitting out the whole series.
And there's some places. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, you got it, my man.
I was going to say, there's some places in the country where they won't even let you play either. So you won't even be able to play all the games either.
Right.
Yeah.
I think in LA, you can't play if you're unvaccinated either.
Nope. So. Not at all.
Should be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm excited to watch a few Kyrie games. I think their next few away games are against crappy teams. I know they played a Cavs somewhere in there, so hopefully that game is on TV. It probably wasn't because the NBA probably didn't think the Cavs would be good this year. But
that's surprising.
No, that's something that they don't always release like games. They don't have all the 82 games. Right. They'll do it based off. If your team's good, they could put Cavs on a national.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be a good game.
That'd be a really good game. But it's like I agree with you guys. It's good for basketball, but I mean, they're not coming out the East anyway, so I mean, that's great. That's great. So I'm not really tripping.
Oh, Mike hate Kyrie. This is evident. Mike does not like Kyrie Irving.
Oh man.
You know what really grinds my gears, honestly? It's really one comment he made when KD came.
Oh,
no, not when KD came. It was about Bron too. It was like, for the first time I really felt like I could play with a guy that can, that nigga can hit that shot too. When he said that,
yeah,
that was wild.
Hey,
yeah, that's disrespectful. Wow. No,
Mike love Bron, bro. Hey, look at
I'm a Bron fan too, bro. That was disrespectful.
Oh,
that was disrespectful. Because Bron has hit game winners with him on the team.
Better yet, no. I think we really need to dissect this. It's the fact that Kyrie, what were you before LeBron came? What were you doing? You were a highlight reel. That is it, and that is all. You were not a winner. Yeah, what were you after Bron left? What did he do with the Celtics? Nothing. What did you do with the Nets your first year there without KD? Nothing. Your team was actually had a better record with you off the floor than you were on the floor. But you know what we get caught up in? The dribble. All that stuff, bruh. And it's like, bruh, like I get it. You're great for the game of basketball, but do you win? No, you don't win. You're not a number one guy. You are a number two, even number three guy, bruh. And you're there for the highlights and pure basketball, tough shots. And it's just like, bro, don't be disrespecting your elders like that, bro. That's all I'm going to say, man. Yeah, I'm going to just leave it like that.
The shots at Bron were definitely unnecessary.
Bro, like,
there's nothing wrong with being a number two, Mike. There's nothing wrong with being a number two guy.
That's chill.
There's nothing wrong. There's very few number one guys in the NBA that can carry a team to wins. There's like three or four.
Number two guys need to stop talking like they're number one then, bro.
That's fair.
Stay in your lane, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's
all I'm gonna say, man.
Yeah, but let's talk about the Lakers, man. Let's talk about Bron. Let's talk about the Lakers 3-game winning streak. They traded away Rondo to open up a roster spot. Like, what? How can we keep riding on this momentum? How can we turn the season around? Because Bron need to get his fifth. Ty Kobe.
Yeah, I need that. I need that fifth for Bron. But I think it's actually a good thing that AD is out the lineup.
Yes,
I think
it is.
I think that them establishing what they need to do while he's out the lineup makes it kind of simpler for when he comes back.
Plug him in.
Yeah, what he needs to do when he gets back.
He just needs to do it.
Yeah, he needs to get close to the basket. He needs. When I watch Joel Embiid play, Joel Embiid takes his matchup and he brings them down to the paint and calls for the ball in the paint and dominates his opponent in the paint. And sometimes he'll shoot threes. AD, vice versa. AD, his default, like he prefers to shoot first, and then he likes to get down under the paint. I think that's the difference between this season and the season when they won in the bubble. AD was much more aggressive. I don't know if championship has made him more relaxed. I don't really know what it is about him, but it's just something about his motivation that's off. If Russ can keep turnovers down and just play a little bit slower, I think this especially last game, I caught a little bit of the last game they played, and they were playing just slower. You know, they were playing slower than they've been playing. So I think that's better for Russ's game and the amount of turnovers he has, because they cannot win with Russ having 7 turnovers, 8, 9 turnovers in the game. They can't. I don't care who's with him. 7, 8, 9 turnovers a game. You can't win like that. So if they slow down, AD does what he needs to do. LeBron is just as dominant as ever.
Right.
Melo, consistent with the catch and shoot. And Malik Monk get to cooking the way Malik Monk is cooking. They're good.
Malik Monk is actually in a bright spot.
They're good.
He's a bright spot, bro.
Like you said, I mean, the Lakers just really need to slow down. We have to realize we're old to eat. This team is old. This team is like average age is 30. Like, we're definitely the oldest team in the league. They really need to slow it down, especially in the playoffs. Like, you playing fast, it just is unrealistic in the playoffs. And Russ going up and down the court, just making off script pass to nobody is just, that's going to be losing basketball. And Bron's playing like this to keep us afloat. But if AD comes back and he's hooping, Bron will literally pace himself into the playoffs, and then we'll get this Bron.
As you should.
Because I'd much rather see LeBron do this in the playoffs instead of doing this to keep his
team.
Then
now.
This is
the
like
guy
this
is 37.
Yeah, LeBron's 37. I mean, yes, it's great to see LeBron putting up numbers like this, but I know this is taxing on his body to have to go out and put up 30 every single night. Like LeBron, that's for young people. LeBron's not young, and like he's 37. He doesn't need to be putting up all these points.
He doesn't. So, this man is so great. It's like you're doing this at 37, and some players are not even in the league at 37. This man's prime is longer than some players' careers, bro.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like dead serious, bro. Like, I thought AD was about to be that guy this year. I thought he was about to be doing what Bron is doing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I was even afraid that, dang, like, because I want Bron to catch Mike and Finals MVPs type stuff. I'm like, dang, if we were to like get to the finals, maybe Bron may not get a Finals MVP. But no, now I've known AD is not built for that. Like, LeBron can be 40. LeBron can be 41. And if he's in the finals, he will be Finals MVP, bro. Like, literally, because that's he's just cut from a different cloth, bro. Yeah. Like,
AD don't got the dog in him. AD don't got the dog in him,
and that's fine. We just need him to be a good second option. If you're gonna be, he's not gonna be a first option. Just be a great second option. You're not even being a great second option.
Yeah, they were losing.
I wish AD had.
When LeBron was out, they were losing games, and they had the easiest schedule in the league. They were losing games to some of the worst teams in the NBA, and LeBron was out. And they had 3 players without LeBron. They had 3 players on the top 75 team, and they were losing games. And they had AD, who's supposed to be one of the best players in the league, on their team, and he just wasn't willing. I feel like AD should be able to will a team to a victory, and I don't think he can do that anymore. I thought he could do that 2 seasons ago, but for whatever reason now, maybe he got his ring. He's not as motivated, but he can't do that anymore. I hope when he comes back, he's with more aggression, better defense, and he stays in the paint. But he doesn't want to do that, so I don't know.
AD's not a top 75 player, bro. I don't even know. That's a mistake. Dwight Howard is more of a top 75 player.
I felt the same way. Like, but.
But I mean, it is what it is. But I wish AD had Russ's mentality. I wish he had his mentality, but yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we always bring this up. Everybody brings this up. Him and Giannis. It's like AD's way. Like in terms of skill, there's no question that AD is a better, more skilled player than Giannis. But nobody's picking Nobody's picking AD over Giannis. Nobody.
No.
And 2 years ago, we would have picked AD over him.
100%.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm picking Giannis. Honestly, not even just because of play, off of heart alone.
Right.
Heart. That's all it is, bro. Nah.
AD he doesn't play like he wants to play basketball, honestly.
Facts.
Man, well, we did it, man. We made it to the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is great. Yo, Mike, shout out to you, man.
Shout out to
you
Mike.
a great guest, bro. Yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. I look forward to, to coming out more. I start school next week. So, I mean, I'll try to, work in my schedule to, come through, a couple times, during the semester type stuff. But this is tough. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. I appreciate it.
Don't be a stranger. The fans, I'm sure the fans will love you. And thank you for hopping on.
Yeah, for sure.
You're very welcome, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man.
You want anybody to follow you? You want?
Hey, man, follow me at Mike Boomin _ on Instagram or IG. I don't really be on Twitter like that, but if you're on Twitter, follow me at Mike Boomin _ as well. So MikeBoomin _.
Bet, yo.
Man. All right,
we got a great episode of the Basement Bros Sports Podcast, and thank you. Have a good rest of whenever you're watching this. Enjoy the rest of your day.
And make sure you guys follow us at all the social medias, all right here.
Yeah,
all right here. All the content. We got a lot of content coming out. Make sure you guys keep following us, keep supporting us, keep sharing, keep liking, subscribing, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, see you.